Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissists and their feelings of shame. The shame-filled, insecure narcissists. How they fear abandonment and their manipulative ways that they pass this shame onto those around them to avoid their true feelings and their low self-esteem that they are often unaware of, and how we can recover. People can have low self-esteem, yet to feel better within themselves go around trying to make others feel better, trying to make others feel validated, understood, heard, happy, as they don't want other people to feel how they do within themselves, as they have the compassion, the empathy to care, giving themselves to others to help others. However, most narcissistic people with low self-esteem go around pulling other people down, hurting other people, discrediting other people, humiliating, shaming, blaming, criticising, judging other people to feel better about themselves. Narcissists can feel foolish or shameful in a moment after they've done something or for what they might perceive someone will think they have done, more towards what others would think of them, less due to their behaviour being in the wrong. Narcissists are more ashamed of what people's opinions or reactions might be to their behaviour, as they often believe the other person deserves the narcissist's rage. Narcissists believe they're entitled to do as they please. They usually don't feel remorseful for how they've made somebody else feel or how they've treated another person, only for potential consequences to their actions. A narcissist might question why they did something, but rarely to never for how it affected you. Narcissists are, on the most part, hurt people who go around hurting other people, and they make this choice. They choose to do this, often creating shame-based people. Although on the outside, with most, you wouldn't think it, narcissists are very grandiose. They can have that charismatic charm, even the vulnerable in with their pity plays of the past to pull on your compassion. On the inside, they are they can be extremely insecure and vulnerable. Most don't know this within themselves. Those of you that have been around a toxic, narcissistic people will know all too well. They don't handle criticism very well. They even perceive things that aren't even criticism of them as an attack on them. Constructive criticism, to offer well-rounded opinions to help them, is also something they take with significant offence. And any criticism they act out in the most hideous and hurtful ways due to the narcissist's lack of awareness. Negative criticism is to personally attack someone on who they are or what they do to make them feel shame or unworthy. It's to tell people they are wrong, they cannot do or achieve something, to put other people down. Some people mistakenly do this by trying to be helpful, yet phrasing the sentence wrong. It's not intentionally done to hurt another person. However, a narcissist will purposefully phrase something to make it look like they're helping you when they're actually pulling you down. A narcissist will negatively attack somebody to pull another person down. Positive criticism is intended to help someone out, show them a different perspective, teach them how they could achieve something if they tried a new approach. A narcissist might cover something by claiming to be helpful, but there'll be that little subtle dig, that little put down, that kind of, are you really going to wear that? So it seems like they're being helpful about your outfit choice, but they're not respectful of your choice of outfit. Constructive criticism, to help another see that the intent or purpose might be better achieved with another approach, taking someone's attention onto what alternative they could try to reach the desired outcome. And deconstructive criticism, when someone is to show another that they are not valid, to destroy someone else by putting them down, threatening, intimidating, and those personal attacks. A narcissist sees any and all kinds of criticism as a personal attack, as they are either unwilling or unable to see another person's viewpoint. Even genuine people can accidentally use the wrong approach and unintentionally criticize someone in a negative way, or when someone has deeply hurt their feelings, when they defend themselves to the very person that's hurt them, they can react in a negative way. As a narcissist feels a sense of unworthiness, they can fear abandonment, as they can feel shame for who they are and the things that they do. Therefore, they create a false self to hide away from their true inner selves, to protect themselves from others seeing who they indeed are. As they are primarily shame-based, they feel unworthy of love, connection, and belonging. So a narcissist will throw the first attack to defend themselves, make themselves feel better within themselves. They have to pull others down to raise themselves up. They often project their true intentions and behaviour onto those around them by twisting the story and passing all the blame onto those around them. Through the narcissist gaslighting, with their many manipulative games, they need to feel superior and in control to keep their vulnerabilities hidden from themselves and from those around them. A narcissist can rage, sulk, deny, ignore to gain control of those around them and feel better within themselves. They get a high power. They like to be in control. They enjoy the power they have over others when they're gaslighting those around them, the power they feel when they're in control, hiding those feelings of shame from within themselves, covering those feelings by making those around them feel beneath them. The power they have over others' feelings almost covers for their own. It's like having a cup with holes in. The more we give, the more we try and help, it'll just keep draining straight back out of there. Not only does it drain out of them, but they also drain the light out of those around them to feel better about themselves. After being around narcissistic people, most will question if they are a narcissist when learning about the disorder. If you have the compassion to care for others, if you don't go around exploiting others, if you care for the feelings of others, if you don't feel entitled to hurt other people, if you don't feel entitled to exploit other people, if you are aware of your own behaviour, take ownership of your actions, most likely you are not. You've just been intoxicated by the narcissist's negative ways. Narcissists send you into a kind of trance and put you under their spell. Once out, you have the ability to go within and heal. Narcissistic people so far do not, as they blame all others for their behaviour. To be able to change, people have to recognise who they indeed are and discover what needs changing. A narcissist is vulnerable to run away from vulnerabilities and shame. They create that false self. They create whoever they need to be to impress whoever they are around at that given moment in time. They need to control others to feel superior. Here are a few ways narcissistic people hide shame to feel better about themselves. People make mistakes, and we might have done one of these things in our lives, yet learn not to do it again. A narcissist hits the pattern of repeat every time. Not all narcissistic people, but most somatics will dress to impress. However they dress, they might start making suggestions of what you should wear, either subtle ways or obvious. So in the beginning might go out and buy you clothing you wouldn't normally wear. They will then make you feel ungrateful and guilty if you don't. Now, when it comes to clothing, most people dress to feel good within themselves, about themselves. Narcissistic people dress to impress others. Now, some people like designer clothing. Some people like piercings, tattoos, simple clothing, outrageous clothing, take pride in their appearance, not bothered about what they look like on the outside. Whatever it is, it's down to the individual to feel comfortable in their own skin. Narcissistic people, however, if you listen carefully, they will put others down on how they look, how the other person looks, to pick themselves up, to feel better about themselves. The cerebral can and will charm those around them with their intellect, only to at some point use this intellect to pull others down, to make people feel inferior, to make those around them feel stupid. A narcissist will break other people's confidence. They'll either tell you something that's happened to someone in a way that puts the other person down, or make fun of the other person, or they'll tell people stories about you, sometimes in front of you, putting their own twisted spin on things to humiliate you, make you feel embarrassed or ashamed, in a way that those around you don't even notice. They aim to humiliate others to feel better within themselves, breaking people's confidence without permission. You or someone might have told them something in the strictest of confidence and explained that it's in strict confidence, trusting them to value you enough not to disclose this information to others. The narcissist then knows this is a weakness, a vulnerability of yours, and they love playing off other people's vulnerabilities. They do this to change people's perceptions of you, as they will purposefully add a twist of their own story to divide and conquer and gain control over others. Or they might threaten to tell others to make you feel shame and guilt trip you into doing something you wouldn't normally do. A narcissist will project their thoughts, feelings, insecurities over to others, as they often fear abandonment. They can and will divide and conquer to isolate people from support. When they've drained the person they've isolated, they will often find a replacement and then abandon that person to find someone new to exploit through their manipulative ways. Narcissists will invalidate those around them to cause those feelings of insecurity. They will purposefully play a game to provoke emotions within you, such as those insecurities, shame, sadness, jealousy. Then they will put you down for having those feelings, those very valid feelings that they've created within you, so you feel unworthy. The narcissist then gains more control and feels better about themselves. A narcissist will sabotage you any way they can, as they feel envious when they see others doing better than themselves, when they see others doing well, when they see others achieve. A narcissist will either want to exploit people and take credit for other people's achievements, or sabotage people so they don't achieve. A narcissist will flatter people, love bomb people, idolize people. And then when their actions either create those feelings of insecurity, shame, resentment or jealousy within you, a narcissist will flip the script and blame you to create those self-doubts within you when their envious face comes out. Narcissists are hurting you, as you live that reality when they treat you so well. With their projection and their blame shifting, you then doubt yourself instead of what they're doing to you. A narcissist will gaslight you, which is the insidious way a narcissist will deny our reality, our hopes, our dreams, our past, our present, our future, our intentions, our feelings into something they're not. They will claim what we saw, we did not see, what we heard, we did not hear, what we felt, we did not feel. By distorting our reality, this often leads us to having cognitive dissonance and the belief that we are going crazy, which makes it easier for the narcissist to further their manipulation and control, making them feel better about themselves while we slowly lose ourselves. Shame and insecurities are universal emotions. Some people can hurt people because of these feelings. Then we have people who help people, sometimes helping the wrong people, especially when they guilt trip, emotionally blackmail or use our insecurities against us. Most people have insecurities. People make mistakes and feel shame. Shame is a conscious emotion caused by feelings of guilt, humiliation or distress, caused by foolish behaviour or wrongdoing. Insecurities are when we feel uncertain about ourselves or those around us, when we feel anxious, when we doubt ourselves or those around us. Being aware of our feelings and learning what triggers them helps us to respond to those provoking us and not react to them. to learn and know about ourselves, to develop the conscious awareness, not only of the emotional state of those feelings we are in within the moment, but what those feelings are teaching us, what they're telling us, what we can learn from those emotions. Sometimes we have to give ourselves the reality check that we need by listening to our feelings and not those of what others are telling us. Narcissists have a way of talking to others how they are trying to avoid talking to themselves. All those feelings of insecurities and shame they pass on to those around them. So we can not only end up with our own insecurities and shame, we can end up with those of the narcissist too. Reality check by writing them down. What did we do? What did they do? What insecurities have they placed within us? What does that say about them, not me? You often give and people please to avoid feelings of shame. This is when you need not to only give to others, but also stop forgetting about yourself and start talking to yourself as you speak to those you love and care for. Start giving to yourself as you give to those you love and care for. Reach out to those you can trust or those who've lived similar, who can validate your feelings, and stop listening to those who seek to invalidate them. I shall add into the description of the video why we need to stop explaining ourselves to narcissistic people, as they will continue to invalidate us. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, then please do subscribe. If you're looking for further understanding and help and support overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support is greatly appreciated. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.